Suspects arrested over alleged gang rape in Anambra West Council area. More stakeholders seek federal government's prompt intervention in Anambra State erosion challenges. Operatives of Nigeria financial obligations to African Union. Japan, South Korea, United States hold a joint naval missile defense exercise to counter North Korea threats. Before the news in detail, here is a special message. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let's give him maximum support for the task ahead. Details of the news, I am Priska Monko. Anambra State civil servants are commending the State Head of Service, Barrister Theodora Igwebwe, for attracting approval of Governor Chukwuma Soludo for the ongoing 2021/22 promotions exercise in the ministries, parastatals, and agencies. Details of this report from here.
The Head of Service, Barrister Igwebwe, has during the tour of all the ministries, departments, and agencies assured workers that she will work assiduously at ensuring that the governor approves the workers' promotion exercise so as to encourage career progression. Workers who are benefiting from the promotion exercise could not hide their joy while commending the efforts of Barrister Igwebwe and Governor Chukwuma Soludo for the gesture. Speaking to newsmen at the conference hall of the Office of Head of Service, venue for the promotion interviews, the Director, Staff Development Center, Office of the Head of Service, Mrs. Nelly Onwara, thanked the Head of Service for fulfilling her promise and boosting morale of workers. Also speaking, the Acting Director Administration, Office of the Head of Service, Prince Mude, who benefited from the promotion interview, thanked the Governor for approving the promotion exercise, which even covers those who has retired in 2022, and promised to contribute towards ensuring that efficiency returns to the civil service. In his reaction, Mr. Onwualu Chinedu of the Government House thanked the Head of Service, Barrister Igwebwe, for all her effort in improving the welfare of workers and other milestones already achieved in the civil service. In their separate remarks, Juliet Amarachuku of the Oka Capital Territory Development Agency and Mrs. Uchenna Mbanaso from the Ministry of Homeland Affairs praised the efforts of the HOS and the Governor for having the interest of workers at heart and stressed the need for trainings to improve on professionalism in the state. The Head of Service, Barrister Igwebwe, has
The Anambra State Commissioner for Women and Social Welfare, Mrs. Ife Obinabo, has urged women to support government policies and programs to achieve their set objectives. Mrs. Obinabo made the call while interacting with the Traditional Rulers Wives Association executives in the state. Chidima Ikanyongo filed in this report.
The interaction, which took place in her office in Oka, has in audience both the past and present leaders of the association, led by the immediate past president of the association, Lady Maureen Eze. Mrs. Obinabo, who enumerated the programs of the Professor Chukwuma Soludo's administration, especially as it concerns women, children, and girls, charged the women to support the state government by always monitoring what happens in their different communities. Mrs. Obinabo urged them to create avenue of sensitization and awareness creation for women, children, and girls in their localities for peace, enlightenment, and harmony in their different communities.
Your husband's brain can change in Can you go one a little bit?
Appreciating the commissioner, the president of the Traditional Rulers Wives Association, Mrs. Angolika Opala from Akweze, thanked her for the numerous interventions she has made in the state and assured of their support and collaborations to make Anambra State a livable and prosperous homeland.
Following a viral video on the internet of a 19-year-old girl who was allegedly gang raped by about 6 boys in Anam, Anambra West local government area, the Commissioner for Women Affairs, Children and Social Welfare, Mrs. Ife Obinabo, has intervened and rescued the victim. Mrs. Obinaba, who followed up the case, has not only rescued the victim but equally apprehended the suspects, as the case has been transferred to State Criminal Investigative Department in Oka, where they will be charged to court. Chidima Ikanyongu again filed this report.
Anambra State now, ada tolerate odefa. Onwere onye mere odi ihe a na-agba nkịtị. Ya gọọmenti Soludo. Ị na-egekwa ntị. So n'iwu bụ na a ga-ebuga ha taa food. Onye ọsọrọ ya bụ nne na nna ha anya chọrọ ịgba.
Mrs. Obinaba, who followed up the case, has not only rescued the victim, but equally apprehended the suspects, as the case has been transferred to the State Criminal Investigative Department in Oka, where they will be charged to court. Interacting with the girl and her parents in her office in Oka, Mrs. Obinaba regretted the high rate of crime in the society and called on parents and guardians to do the needful. She assured the 19-year-old that the administration of Governor Chukwuma Soludo will not allow any form of crime to strive in the state, noting that justice will take its full course.
I don't know when we started giving birth and raising beasts. They were doing it, and at the same time filming this rubbish they were doing. People should start talking to their children. Start talking to them. Start letting them know what is wrong and what is right. If we allow this kind of children to be free in the society without doing something to them, definitely they will grow up to be terror. So I'm assuring the society, all the people that saw that watched this horrible video, I'm assuring you people that justice must be served. We don't care their relatives, where they come from, their families. All we know is that they committed this crime against every other woman, not just this girl, and they are going to suffer for it. So that we will teach other children lesson. We teach other boys lesson. That's the assurance I'm giving you.
On her part, the rape survivor explained that it happened when she visited her maternal home in Oromei Titi and got ambushed by a group of boys who took her to a room and took turn in defining her. The survivor, who was visibly in tears, also stated that after she was rescued by some neighbors who heard her shout for help, she left for her house only to be accosted on her way home by another set of boys who first harassed her and further forced her to pull her underwear and give to them, which she obeyed because they threatened to kill her. According to the parents of the survivor, who pleaded anonymity, their daughter is the third victim of the alleged rape suspects, who are known for raping girls and collecting their underwears, which usually results in death of their victims after a period of time. They urge the government not to take the case lightly, as their daughter's life is in danger, especially now that they are yet to retrieve their daughter's personal effects. The suspects apprehended include Afam Ezenwa, Chijioke Ifeanyi, Collins Mbadon, Abuchi Okechukwu, Chima Obiekezie, and Sunday Okafor.
Police operatives at Nene in Anoche local government area of Anambra State have intercepted an armed robbery gang that snatched a tricycle from the owner in Aguaka on Saturday night. According to the State Police Public Relations Officer, DSP Ikenga Tochukwu, the gang was smashed following information received from the police in Oka that the gang was fleeing towards Anoche Council area. Details of this report from here.
DSP Ikenga said police operatives who were on patrol with the local vigilante laid an ambush for the robbers and got them apprehended. He disclosed that one Beretta pistol and one locally made Chief revolver pistol, 12 rounds of live ammunition, one expended ammunition, and the stolen tricycle were recovered from the three-man gang. According to DSP Ikenga, the suspects arrested are Mr. Ebuka Madu, aged 22 years, from Umunze, Chinedu Godwin, aged 23 years, from Enugu State, and Udebunam Chikezie, 18 years, from Neni. he said the Commissioner of Police, Aderemi Adeoye, has assured members of the public and in the Anambra that the confidence reposed in the command for the maintenance of law and order and pursuit of justice shall not be taken for granted, and has directed that the suspect be arraigned in the court after a diligent investigation. In another development, men of Anambra State Police Command attached to Abagana Division have arrested a 50-year-old woman, Okamaka Udeugbo, for assaulting and maltreating her elderly mother at Umudunu village, Abagana. According to a release from the police public relations officer, DSP Kenga Tochfu, the suspect in a viral video flogged the naked woman repeatedly and threw buckets of water on her while lying on the floor. He said the Commissioner of Police Anambra State, CP Aderemi Adeoye, has directed the transfer of the case to State CID and that the aged woman be handed to Anambra Commissioner for Women Affairs for adequate care by the state government, while the suspect is arraigned in court at the end of the investigation.
Most stakeholders have continued to call on the federal government to take prompt and proactive measures in tackling erosion challenges in Anambra State as well as the southeast region of the country. Speaking in Awka, the Vice President of Ohaneze Ndigbo Worldwide, Chief Damian Okeke Ogene, said this will complement what the state government is doing to tackle the devastation. Paul Ezoke reports.
Chief Okeke Ogene, while commending Governor Chukwuma Soludo for prompt response to gully erosion that is devastating our houses of Onitsha Owerri Road, asked the federal government to, as a matter of urgency, mobilize Federal Road Maintenance Agency and other relevant authorities to support the state government's intervention. He regretted the lack of proper maintenance culture and failure of some contractors to channel water to proper discharge points have continued to aggravate challenges of erosion in the state and southeast region, which he said is threatening life and property. He called for environmental impact assessment to be effectively carried out before execution of any project and advocated reintroduction of road camps to be established within 10 kilometers of each stretch of road for regular and efficient maintenance of roads to increase their lifespan, and urged individuals and communities to avoid indiscriminate dumping of refuse and building of waterways to ensure free flow of water. Also speaking, a community leader, Chief Innocent Udemba, said the protection of the environment should be a collective responsibility of government and the people, and appealed to the people to desist from indiscriminate sand excavation and cutting of trees to preserve the ecosystem. In Awka, Paul Ezoke, ABS News.
Nigeria has fulfilled its financial obligations to the African Union by making full payments of its assessed contributions for the year 2023. The confirmation was made by the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Ambassador Adamu Lamuwa, on the sidelines of the 43rd Ordinary Session of the Executive Council of the African Union in Nairobi, Kenya. Ambassador Lamuwa explained that the payments demonstrated Nigeria's commitment to its responsibilities as an African Union member state. He commended President Bola Tinubu for living up to expectations, not only as the chairperson of Economic Community of West African State, but also as a president who places high premium on prompt payments of financial assessments. During the Executive Council meeting, the Permanent Secretary shared Nigeria's stance on the proposed 2024 budgets of the African Union. He welcomed the consideration of the economic outlook of African countries and the execution rate of African Union departments and organs over the past 3 years in the budget drafting process. The Permanent Secretary called for synergy and complementarity among African Union organs and the departments and requested that the African Union Commission reduce travel costs by hosting more meetings at its headquarters in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. The Director General of the National Information Technology Development Agency, Kashifu Inuwa, has said that Nigeria's economy can gain $53 billion from the digitization of micro, small and medium enterprises. According to a statement by the agency, the NITSTAR DG acknowledged that there were challenges that needed to be addressed to realize the potential of digital transformation in SMEs. He said, firstly, the need to create innovation-friendly conditions in the country in terms of enabling policies and laws, government services, ease of doing business, among others. Secondly, they need to have the support of the organization, the platform that it was see to digitize MSMEs for innovation hubs around the country to incubate ideas, because innovation is a process of taking an idea from inception to impact. Japan, South Korea, and the United States have held a joint naval missile defense exercise to counter North Korea's nuclear missile threat, days after Pyongyang launched an intercontinental ballistic missile. The drill was conducted in international waters between South Korea and Japan and brought together destroyers equipped with Aegis radar systems from the three countries, the South Korean Navy said. The naval officers said the exercise focused on practicing procedures to detect and track a computer-simulated ballistic targets and share related information. North Korea fired its latest Hwasong-18 missile, which Pyongyang describes as the core of the nuclear strike force of East-West Coast, in what is said was a strong practical warning to the adversaries. The launch followed heated complaints from North Korea in recent days, accusing U.S. spy planes of flying over its exclusive economic zone waters, condemning a recent visit to South Korea by a U.S. nuclear-powered cruise missile submarine, and promising to take steps in reaction. Sports. Lionel Messi has completed his move to Inter Miami on a deal running to 2025, the Major League Soccer outfit announced. The 36-year-old Argentina superstar revealed in June he had decided to join the Florida side as his contract with Paris Saint-Germain came to an end. With the deal now officially done, Messi is in line to make his debut for his new employers on Friday against Mexico's Cruz Azul in the League's Cup. The 2022 FIFA World Cup winner said in a statement from the club that he is excited to start his next step in his career with Inter Miami and in the U.S. Remember that you can follow news and programs on ABS in many parts of the world by liking our Facebook page. Follow at Anambra Broadcasting Service. Subscribe to our YouTube at ABS Television, or follow on Twitter at ABS Radio TV and on Instagram at ABS Radio TV. You can log on to our website. It's www.absradiotv.com. And to end the news this morning, a recap of the main points. 6 suspects have been arrested over alleged gang rape in Anambra West Council area. More stakeholders are seeking federal government's prompt intervention in Anambra State erosion challenges. Nigeria has fulfilled financial obligations to African Union. Japan, South Korea, United States have held joint naval missile defense exercise to counter North Korea's threats. Before the news in detail, here is a special message. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround maintenance of the Anambra State's economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let's give him maximum support for the task ahead. And that ends the news at 7 right here on ABS Television. Thanks for watching. I am Priska Mwanko. Good morning.